part of this this podcast is going to be just talking about the news, summarizing Australian news. I'll try and look at like international stuff as well. It's not going to be anything thorough. So if you want like a proper news report, go to your local news channel. For Australians, go to like ABC and SBS or whatever. Internationally, I don't know what your good news sites are. I know that Fox News in America is absolute shit. Part of the whole Rupert Murdoch empire. But seriously though, his news sites are just bullshit, biased fucking bullshit. And it's something that I've been taught since high school, is that everyone has an agenda. And it's like, man, like Murdoch's agenda is just fucking crazy. Like he has so much pulling power. And I know like a lot of the Illuminati people are going to be like, but you don't know about the lizards. Or, like, they worship Satan. But there's more to it than that. There's like, well, there's not more to it than that, sorry. But they say that he's like the front man, or he's one of the lackeys. Sorry, I completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, no, but he has like a lot of power. I remember in 2013 when we had our like national election, think like Democrats and Republicans, but for us it's Liberal and Labor. And like you could tell that he was backing Liberal. Because like the Labor ads would be like 20 seconds. I'm not sure how the advertising works. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please send me an email saying, you're a fucking idiot. That's not how it works. But like Labor got like no playtime. It's like, please vote for us. We're good people. Whatever the fuck. And then Liberal would be like, under Kevin Rudd, you had Julia Gillard and they slashed the budget. There's a budget emergency. We got no money and we're all fucked. Just constantly over and over again. And like, even me, I don't watch mainstream media or listen to much of it. I'll dabble. Like I'll occasionally, go to ABC and read the news, or if I pop the radio on, I'll have a listen, or if I'm on a bus or whatever the fuck, But even then, I could just see it, and I was like sort of brainwashed. I'm like, yeah, fuck Labor. And I didn't even know why I thought that. I was constantly walking around angry at Labor for no reason. Like Ruddy gave me fucking almost $2,000 back in 2008. When he did the recession lump sum payments or whatever it was. I got one for a student and one for being a low income earner. I thought that was great. I was like, yeah, thanks, Ruddy. Fuck the budget. I got $2,000 laptop. And then my fucking girlfriend at the time dropped it. But that's okay. That happens. Everybody does stupid shit. I'm not going to rant about that yet. That's something, I want to save that content because Lord knows I'm going to run out of shit to talk about at some stage. So, like, the first thing, going on the Murdoch agenda is the bullshit news stuff that you see. Like news.com.au. It is just the most relentless fucking bullshit I've ever seen. Like, it all reads like clickbait these days. And, some people take this as not parody, as like a genuine source of news. And that frightens me in a way that I can't really put into words. Like, a lot of people are scared of death. I'm just scared of just how stupid some people could be. And like now it just sounds arrogant. Like, I'm 24, I'm so smart, I'm going to change the world. And that's not like that, but it's like, I shouldn't say stupid, but it breeds ignorance. That should be the term, is that it breeds ignorance. Like when you read this sort of biased crap. Like, I'm reading this thing. I was just looking this morning to get some sort of ideas as to what to sort of discuss. Obviously, as you can hear now, I'm pretty good at just going on random tangents. But it was talking about, like, Julia and Gillard and Rudd, the fucking, the former years. It's like, who gives a shit? Like, Gillard accuses Rudd of physical intimidation. Okay, that's not cool. But, like, when you read the actual article, you see his points of view as well. Everybody knew that Rudd was a bit of a dick, but he was quite a people person. He did the sorry thing. And like Gillard's like, I don't know, like in this article they said, oh yeah, they were the dream team. I'm like, do you not remember the backstabbing like that happened to each of them? Like, Gillard was kind of like, what, fuck off, Rudd. And people actually liked him. Maybe my memory's distorted again. Just email me and be like, dear fucking asshole, you're a fucking asshole. Like if you want to do that, feel free. But like, yeah, and the fucking media when Gillard was in charge. I was reading on Reddit a little while ago, as some really good points made, which I just sort of want to bring up, is the fact that like when there's a male prime minister, so every other time but Gillard, they usually talk about policies or him being an arsehole or how his policies make him an arsehole or how he's a cunt. Whereas with Gillard, it was like, oh, look at Gillard's new shoes. Like, oh, doesn't she look glamorous? Like, just blatant fucking sexism. Like, I'm all for, like, whatever, equality and blah, blah, blah. And there's, like, men's rights activists and women's rights activists and whatever. But that's just, like, come on. Like, she's, come on. Who gives a fuck about her shoes? Like, look at her policy or look at this and then, Gillard, fashion disaster! Like, man, like, what a bunch of dicks. Oh, man. Speaking of, like, the good thing, though, is when you look at Murdoch's media empire, yeah, like, it's people online act like it's a fucking Sith Lord. It's like, stop putting your fucking fantasy shit into reality. Get off the internet, go outside and realize it doesn't fucking matter. Go for a walk, go bounce a basketball, go for a swim, go for a holiday. Get yourself away from the fucking screen and you'll realize it's like, like if you don't subject yourself to the bullshit, you're fine. You can't save the world. Just clean your head, be mindful is the term. But anyway, because I've watched some of this stuff, like I'm guilty of it myself. I'd sit there and look at the shit and be like, Murdoch's evil. I get all mad for nothing. Like I got legitimate things on, but I got daily things I can naturally vent and be mad about. But this, all of a sudden, I'm just caring about the media empire and the rich and rare. It's fuck. Like what a waste of time and energy. It's just ridiculous. It's just that whole rebellious thing that you still hang on to from when you're a teenager. It's like, I still want to rebel against something, and now I'm like, no way near old, fucking young spring chicken, but I'm getting towards my mid-20s. I'm kind of like, fuck it, I just want to, work 3 days a week and not have to do much. Like, fuck it, that's all I want. Like, who cares about all this other shit? I'll just live my life. If we get nuked, we get nuked. I'll be fucking dead. What am I gonna know,